Joining the Mindflash Create a Great Course webinar this morning. My name is Kevin Chu. I'm a customer success manager here at Mindflash. I've also got a couple other my team members here in the room with me. And yeah, we're going to be covering creating a great course. But if you have any questions, regardless of the topic, as long as they're related to Mindflash, please feel free to enter them, ask them in the GoToWebinar control panel on the right side of your screen. So, all right, great. So let's begin. So creating a great course. Creating a great course online can be measured many different ways, but the one way we here like to measure creating a great course, let me expand my screen here, is from a course's completion rate. So as a trainer, I'm sure you'd like to believe that everyone who starts a course finishes it. But the truth of the matter is that's not the case. As you can see here, this is some data that we've pulled on Mindflash customers. Courses that exceed 25 to 30 slides see quite a drop off in completion rate. And yeah, in that case, actually I was speaking to a training director the other day, and she had a great motto that she shares with her training team, which is the right size is bite size is the right size. So for all your training, especially online training, I think it's important to keep the content pretty short, right to the point, and very engaging to your trainees. So today, we're going to cover how to do that, how to create a great course, and hopefully guarantee high completion rates for these courses. So in the first part of today's webinar, we're going to cover the PowerPoint and Mindflash features that offer full engagement, the use of multiple quizzes in a course, and the ability to survey your trainees for feedback on how your course can be improved. So when it comes to PowerPoint and Mindflash features for full engagement, one great PowerPoint feature that you can use is animation. And I'm not sure how many of you all are familiar with your ability to create motion for your text boxes and objects in PowerPoint. So this screenshot here is a screenshot I took on my Apple laptop. So it may appear differently on PCs, but this feature is available on both Apple and PC, and it's going to give you the ability to animate your text boxes and objects on a slide. And it's really straightforward. I'll show you an example of something that took me about 7 minutes to create. And as much as we'd all like to believe that text on a page will be read, will be consumed and enjoyed fully, that's really not the case. So here we go. I'm going to show you a slide I created in just a matter of minutes that demonstrates your ability to animate on PowerPoint. So as you can see, pretty straightforward, but obviously if this text just simply appeared on the page with no animation, probably not too fun to watch. So I'll play it one more time. Yeah, and like I said, this only took me a couple minutes to create in PowerPoint, and then just seconds to upload to Mindflash. Oh, excuse me. So that covers animation in PowerPoint. Mindflash also offers the ability to add audio to any of the slides in your course. So from your Arrange tab in Mindflash, you'll be able to see a tiny microphone icon at the bottom of the slide. And when you click on that microphone icon, there will be a pop-up to record audio. And when recording this audio, you have the ability to decide to keep it by hitting save or deleting it and re-recording. So you can play it back and just ensure that it sounds as you want before moving on to completing your course content creation. So the next thing I want to cover on creating a great course is inserting multiple quizzes. I know when you're creating these courses and offering them to your trainees, you're probably going to want to test them in some way to just ensure they are learning and retaining the material that you want them to. But if, for example, you had a 20 to 25 slide course, you'd of course want to reinforce all the content that they're learning from start to finish, and having just one final exam at the end may not be the best way to reinforce or ensure that they are retaining all that content. So inserting multiple quizzes throughout the course when the topics change or the content may change slightly makes a lot of sense. And the last thing that we recommend for creating a great course is surveying your trainees for their feedback. Surveying your trainees for their feedback will get you some idea of how satisfied they are with your training. And that's definitely going to be one of the factors when considering how great a course is that you created. So inserting a survey at the end of a course, well, one, you can require that they answer it. So that's a great feature. And you have the ability to offer an open text entry box for feedback on your course. So here's an example of a survey question that I created for one of my courses. How can this course be improved? Please let us know what you liked and what you did not like about this course. So great feedback there, can definitely improve your training to your trainees. So again, when looking at this chart here, course completion rates, I understand that a lot of you are going to be offering training that cannot be condensed to just 25, 30 slides. So one of the great features that Mindflash offers is the ability to break up a longer course into smaller, shorter courses that sit within a series. And our series feature, as you can see here, would allow you to take, let's say, a 90-slide course and break it up into 3 smaller pieces. And your trainees will then be required to complete the series, the set of required training, when they are invited to this Mindflash series. And you will also have the ability to enforce the course sequence in a series and require passing of a course before proceeding in the series. And this is one of the newest features that we offer here at Mindflash is just not allowing your trainees to proceed in a series if they haven't passed earlier courses. So what else would tell you how great a course is that you've created? Well, our advanced reporting can offer a lot of insight into how great the courses are that you're creating. And for example, a lot of our customers want to know how long their trainees are taking to complete their courses. And that's definitely data that we capture in our advanced reports. So for example, if you were curious how long your trainees are taking to complete one of your courses, in your advanced reports, you will see, for example, this one shows that the average duration is 1.4 minutes. And of course, this could vary greatly, but let's say you've created a course you think would take your trainees maybe 15 or 20 minutes to complete, but you've noticed that it's taking 45, 50 minutes. I mean, with that information, with that data, you can pretty much assume it's not really meeting whatever expectations you had for it, so it might require some modification. So that's great data that we offer in our advanced reports. Some other great information we offer in our advanced reports are quiz details. So you can actually see how your trainees are performing on specific questions within a quiz. So this is great information that you can use to create even better courses. And then of course, another great report that you can export from our advanced reports is the trainee report. So you can see exactly how each trainee performed, how long it took them to complete the course, when they were invited, when they started it, when they completed it. Of course, all that on top, and then on top of that is their final performance on said course. And another great feature we offer is the custom certificate. And nothing makes a trainer feel better, I think, than walking by a cubicle or past an office and seeing their course completion certificates pinned or taped on their staff's wall. So we of course offer certificates. We have 3 template styles that you can choose from, but we also have a custom certificate option for our advanced and pro customers. And as you can see here, you can select the custom fields that you'd like to be captured on your custom certificate. And then once you do that, you can see that your certificates can be branded however you'd like for your company. And then, of course, we'll include all the information you choose to include. So this is an example of what a Mindflash certificate looks like. And as you can see, it's a little more exciting than maybe what we offer as our standard templates. And we definitely see these in the office taped to some walls next to people's desks. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. And the last feature that we offer that would make for great courses, especially if you're looking to expand your training globally, is training language choice. So these are the languages that we offer on Mindflash. And please keep in mind that these are languages that will appear on all Mindflash content and pages that would originally be, or I guess would appear in English on the basic customer tier. But for example, if you wanted to offer training in Spanish, your content, of course, your PowerPoint or your Word or PDF files would have to be translated, but all the text that appears on Mindflash, for example, on your quiz intro slides, would appear then in Spanish. So as you can see here, it says Prueba. Final exam is the title of the course that I entered myself, but it'll tell you the number of questions that have been completed, and the passing score required. So training language choice is a great feature that we offer to our higher tier customers. So if you're looking to expand your training to different language regions, this is a great option. And always know that the Mindflash Help Center is a great resource for answers to commonly asked questions, and that can be found at help.mindflash.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Mindflash customer success team at customersuccess@mindflash.com. Great. Happy training. So now we'll see if there are any questions offered.
So we have a couple of questions that have been submitted.
Okay.
The first question is, if I use a series, will the trainees get an email invitation for each course in the series? So I think the question being, if there are multiple courses in the series, do they just get sent an email for every single course, or is it a single email, is what I guess is being asked there. So the answer to that one is that for a series, they only would receive one email. It lists all the courses that are in the series, but it would be a single email that goes. So if you have 20 courses in your series, they won't get blasted by 20 emails at the same time telling them that they've been enrolled in all those courses. The other thing to note is if you have sequence turned on in your series so that they can't jump from course to course, the only course that would be available to them would be the first course in that series. So there would be a link to that course, and they could click on that and start that course. Let's see, another question here. Can I upload my audio file directly to Mindflash?
That's a great question. Yes, you can upload your audio file directly to Mindflash.
You would do that by attaching it to the PowerPoint itself. You can't actually just upload a straight audio file to Mindflash, but you would embed it in your PowerPoint. So that's a function that's available in PowerPoint. You can do that under the audio option in the menu. There's a couple of options. One would be recording. The other would be to add it directly to the PowerPoint. So if you have it recorded in, like if you're a Mac user, in GarageBand is the one that comes standard on a Mac. There's many Windows options out there. But if you record any of those audio files, or you already have an audio file of some sort, you can just attach it to the PowerPoint and upload it. Another question regarding audio: how can I get my audio to time correctly with my animations? So on that one, you would need to do that in PowerPoint. In that case, you can set up automatic timing or automated timing on your animations themselves. So if you have bullet points, for example, you can choose when they come in. So you could say that this bullet point comes in 3 seconds after the previous one. So you would just time that out according to your audio file. So as you're talking normally, just note how long it takes to get to each section. So it's a little bit of a process, but if you just sit there and kind of note when you're going to hit the button to come in, you can space out all of your animations so that they fall into the right sequence. That's not a function that you can do using the audio recording in Mindflash unless you can speak exactly at the same pace every time, which is extremely difficult, so I would not recommend trying that. So it is something you would have to do directly in PowerPoint.
It looks like we have a question.
Can we demonstrate audio upload? Yeah, we can certainly show you what it looks like in PowerPoint. The one thing to note, so Kevin, if you want to flip over to PowerPoint, we can walk through that. The one thing to note is that there's a bunch of different versions of PowerPoint, so yours is likely going to look different. So Kevin's on a Mac right now, so he's using the latest version of Office, but if you're using any other machine or a different version of Office, it's likely to look different. So if you can go to the insert.
Right. Right. So you'll see in the audio, when you drop down, choose audio, you can record audio, or if you have audio on file or on your computer, you can just add it there. So for example, let's just go to record audio. And this is where you go to begin recording your audio as such and continue to talk as long as you need to, explain what you need to, and once it's done, you can stop. And as you can on Mindflash, you can play it back. Your audio. Well, I won't do that for you right now, but yeah, as you can see, pretty simple to do on PowerPoint.
And if you're going to attach an audio file, all you do is just hit that browse, or you do the from a file, and it's just a simple browse. And so you browse your computer for the file and attach it.
Right.
And then it's pretty straightforward. You can just upload that PowerPoint directly to Mindflash. So I believe that's most of our questions we've got here. If there are any last questions, now would be the time to submit them. We'll probably wrap this up pretty shortly. But certainly thanks for everyone joining, and thanks for submitting questions. We're happy to answer anything related to that and help you guys out as much as possible. All right, doesn't look like we have any more questions, so that will probably do it for today.
Okay. Yeah, well, thank you everyone for your time today, and feel free to reach out with more questions. Happy training. Take care.